There is a very specific moment when you walk into a space and someone looks at you and automatically thinks, "What an elegant woman." It's not because you're wearing expensive clothes. It's not because you have a perfect body. It's not because you're young. It's because you master a rule that most women never discover. A rule so simple that it seems obvious, but when you apply it, it completely changes how people see you. This rule has to do with accessories. But it's not about wearing many accessories. It's exactly the opposite. It's about wearing exactly 4 accessories in a very specific way that communicates instant sophistication. Let me tell you how I discovered this. I had a friend who always looked elegant. It didn't matter what she wore. She could be in jeans and a white blouse, and she would still look like a woman of standards. I asked her what her secret was. She said it wasn't a secret. It was mathematics. She showed me that she always wore exactly 4 accessories. Not 3, not 5, 4. And those 4 accessories followed a very specific formula. When she explained it to me, I thought it was crazy, but I decided to test it. For the first 3 days, I continued using accessories the way I always had, without thinking much. For the next 7 days, I applied the 4 accessory rule. The difference was so striking that my mother asked if I had done something different. My boss commented that I looked much more sophisticated. At a social event, 3 people asked me where I had bought my clothes, thinking they were designer. None of them were. Everything changed because I learned the 4 accessory rule. The first accessory, the watch, the standard communicator. When you walk into a space, people make judgments about you in milliseconds. One of the first things they process is whether you wear a watch. It's not conscious. It's automatic. Our primitive brain associates a watch with someone who has standards, who is punctual, who takes care of themselves. A classic watch communicates that you're not trying to get attention with something flashy. You're communicating that you have standards because you know that a good watch speaks for itself. The mistake most women make is wearing watches that are too big, too colorful, or too decorated. This communicates the opposite of what you want. You want a watch that is discreet but visible. A watch that people notice when they look at your wrist, but that isn't the first thing they see when they look at you. The solution is to choose a classic watch in gold, silver, or leather. The size should be medium, neither too big nor too small. The dial should be simple, without many details. I tested this for 2 weeks. In the first week, I wore a watch that had many details and was too big. In the second week, I wore a simple classic watch in gold. The results were immediate. In a work meeting, my boss asked me if I had been promoted because I looked much more professional. In a restaurant, the waiter treated me with more attention. At a social event, a woman asked me where I had bought the watch because it looked very elegant and expensive. Stylists of sophisticated women always say that a classic watch is the first accessory you should invest in. If you're enjoying these tips about accessories that communicate elegance, subscribe to the channel and click the bell, because I'm going to post a complete guide on how to choose a watch that works for you. Inside, there are tips on brands that look expensive but cost little, and how to identify a quality watch without spending a fortune. The second accessory, the necklace, the sophistication multiplier. This is where most women make a mistake. They choose a necklace that is too striking, too big, or too decorated. This doesn't communicate elegance. It communicates that you're trying to get attention. Elegance is the opposite. Elegance is when you don't need to try. The second accessory should be a necklace that complements your face and your style. But that isn't the first thing people see. The solution is to choose between 2 types of necklaces: a simple pearl necklace or a delicate necklace in gold or silver. A pearl necklace communicates tradition, sophistication, and standards. A delicate necklace communicates modernity and elegance. Both work. The difference is what message you want to send. I tested this for a month. I started wearing a simple pearl necklace every day. The results were extraordinary. In an important meeting, a client commented that I had excellent taste. At a social event, a woman asked me if I was a fashion consultant. In a restaurant, the waiter offered me the best table, all because I was wearing a necklace that communicated sophistication. The truth is that a simple necklace works better than a complicated necklace because it keeps the focus on you, not on the jewelry. And tell me in the comments, do you usually wear a necklace in your daily life? Or do you think it's something only for special occasions? What is your favorite type of necklace? I really want to know your experience. The third accessory, the belt, the proportion, definer. Here comes the part that most women don't understand. A belt is not just functional. A belt is a strategic accessory that defines your proportions and communicates that you understand fashion. The mistake I constantly see is women wearing belts that are too wide or too thin, or belts that don't match the rest of the look. A well-chosen belt can completely transform how you look. The solution is to choose a belt in genuine leather, in neutral colors like black, brown, or beige. The size should be medium, neither too wide nor too thin. The belt should be worn at your natural waist, not at the waistband of your pants. This creates a visual proportion that communicates elegance. I tested this for 3 weeks. I started wearing a black leather belt every day with my clothes. The results were immediate. In a work meeting, my boss commented that I had very elegant proportions. At a social event, a woman asked me if I was a model. In a store, the saleswoman treated me as a VIP client, all because I was wearing a belt that defined my proportions in an elegant way. The truth is that a belt is one of the most powerful accessories you can wear because it communicates that you understand proportion and elegance. Before we move on to the next accessory, have you ever had difficulty choosing a belt that works with different types of clothing? To solve this, I created a guide where I show exactly how to choose belts that work with any combination. Inside, you also discover how to wear a belt in a way that looks elegant and not just functional. The link is in the pinned comment and description. The fourth accessory, the surprise detail, the personality communicator. This is where you add your personality to the formula. The first 3 accessories are the foundation. They communicate standards, sophistication, and elegance. The fourth accessory is what communicates that you have personality. But here's the key. That fourth accessory can't be too striking. It has to be subtle. It can be a silk scarf, a pair of discreet earrings, a delicate bracelet, or even a ring. The solution is to choose something that complements the other 3 accessories, but that is unique to you. I tested this for a month. I chose a silk scarf as my 4th accessory. Every day I wore my watch, my pearl necklace, my leather belt, and a different silk scarf. The results were extraordinary. People started recognizing me for my style. A colleague commented that I had a very sophisticated style signature. At a social event, 3 people asked me where I had bought my accessories. In a store, the saleswoman offered me coffee while I looked at clothes. All because I had created a formula of accessories that communicated sophistication and personality at the same time. Which of these 4 accessories do you think will make the biggest difference in your look? Comment here because I read all comments and respond. The secret formula: how to combine the 4 accessories. Now comes the part that separates women who look elegant from those who look like they're trying too hard. The formula is simple, but it needs to be followed exactly. You choose your 4 accessories and you wear them every day. Yes, every day. Consistency is what communicates that you have standards. When people see you always with the same accessories, they create a mental association between you and elegance. They think, this woman always looks elegant. She must know something I don't. The truth is you do. You know the 4 accessory formula. I tested this for 2 months. I chose my 4 accessories and wore them every day. I didn't change them, I didn't vary them, I just wore the same 4 accessories every day. The results were shocking. People started recognizing me for my style signature. My boss commented that I had excellent taste and consistency. At social events, People approached me to ask about my style. In a store, the saleswoman treated me as a VIP client because she recognized my style. The truth is that the 4-accessory formula works because it communicates that you have standards, that you understand elegance, and that you are consistent. These are the 3 things that people associate with sophistication. Tell me in the comments, what will be your first accessory that you're going to choose to start applying the 4-accessory formula? And what kind of content would you like to see in the next videos? A complete guide on how to choose accessories for different body types, secrets on how to combine accessories with different clothing styles, or how to create your own style signature through accessories. Your opinion is very important to me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this video. Because next week, I bring more elegant secrets that you won't want to miss. A kiss, and see you next time.